Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your June 2019 reading. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. This is going to be your June general and love life reading. As you know, I always do the general first, and then I'll follow up with a love reading for singles and then couples, okay? And then whatever other messages I feel like doing, if I pull some oracles, I will also do that. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to me, welcome. Be prepared. I try to keep things clean, but be prepared for when I don't. Also, just to remind you guys, the top 3 most viewed and the top liked video for those signs, I will do an extended reading in the following month. So keep your eye on May's reading. If you haven't viewed it, maybe check it out. I will try to link it up here, and at the end you guys can check out the May readings. And then I'll be doing extended readings for those top 3 signs, and it'll come to you the first weekend of June. Okay, guys? So let's get started. Remember, this is a general reading, so not all messages will resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Never force a message to apply. So let's get to it. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. General reading for June 2019. What's going on for Libra? June 2019, please. Abundance. Hello. Can I have some of that? Well, can I be a Libra? Actually, I do have some placements in Libra, so yeah, I'll take some of that. If you don't know where your placements are to check out your Moon and Rising sign and your Venus signs, there is a link in my description box below to forward you to another website. I'm not affiliated, but enter your info and you'll get a free natal chart so that you could see where all your other placements are in your natal chart. Anyway, let's carry on. Abundance for the month of June 2019. Some of you may be expecting a raise, a bonus check. Maybe some of you are waiting on an inheritance. There is a sense of abundance, but in all forms. Generally, I do feel that when I see the abundance card, I don't normally associate it with only money, but for whatever reason, Libra, I ain't mad at you. This feels like it's all money, all financial, all prosperity. So go ahead with that. Again, I am feeling as though, you know, some of you may get like some sort of rebate check, unexpected money, income that comes in. Those of you that are maybe looking into, you know, refinancing your home or figuring out new ways of saving money, being, you know, a little bit more budget wise, or trying to figure out how to cut costs. And then you discover that maybe there's some other programs that will not only help you, you know, cut corners, but you'll actually, you know, make a little more money on the side with that. Those of you that are starting new businesses or maybe side projects, like, you know, you have some sort of hobby that takes off like more than you even thought would possibly happen. You've got money coming in. And I'm really sensing that it's, for some of you, it is emotional abundance, but I definitely feel that this is all about money and finances for most of you. So I hope you guys get some nice paychecks here. Give me 1 minute. I forgot to light this up. Usually like to have my little incense here. All right. So let's clarify this. Abundance for Libra, June 2019. Tell me about this abundance card for Libra. Well, those of you going through a divorce, that alimony, that child support, the judge might grant you something more than you had anticipated. Those of you that are new to me, I do read reversals. However, not a single card is reversed in my deck, because when they come out in reverse, it's because they are of significant meaning, okay? It's a huge message from Spirit saying, hey, you got to pay attention to this. So for those of you that have felt like your relationships have been stagnant, because this is a huge message I'm feeling. Yeah, see, some of you are going through separation or divorce, or maybe just not getting along with your partner. This doesn't necessarily have to mean partner in marriage or, relationship. This can also be in the home. And it can also be, for the majority of you, I feel as though it's at work. Like you're just hating your job. Like if you could just quit and leave and not look back, like, can I win the lotto and never look back and leave? That would make you like the happiest person in the world. So Libra, I hope you win the lotto. But, going back to this, not getting along with your partner, you're not seeing eye to eye. You feel like, no matter what you try to do or no matter what they try to do, remember this is general reading, it can go vice versa. You guys aren't getting along. So this is why for some of you, I felt that this is emotional abundance. I feel it. I know I don't have the cards to say it, to interpret it, but I'm feeling it. That the relationship or partnership, whatever this is going to get some clarity where you will be feeling the clarity, to be able to say, okay, look, the way shit's been going on, the way we've been getting along, it's not working for us. This isn't like us. We used to, be in a better place. We used to be happier. We used to get along. And if this is in the business at work, it's like we used to be making more money. Wow. And I say we used to be making more money and the Ace of Pentacles comes out. So, yeah, King of Swords, whether that's you or another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Knight of Swords reverse. Wow, Libra, 3 reversals. One more card, please. For some of you, it's time for you to get rid of that stagnant relationship. I feel as though it has held you back from having this emotional fulfillment, this abundant life. I feel like there's someone here who this feels like it's not a common, okay, I'm going to say this because this is probably only a message for one, maybe a couple. If you were with someone who's a bit controlling, I feel as though this is the type of person who would probably get jealous and assume something's going on with you and a coworker. Something's going on with, if you're a student and you're going to school, you're in college and you have a study partner, your partner probably thinks something's going on between the two of you. Like it's that kind of shit. Someone who's very, possessive and controlling and jealous to the point that I feel like you probably haven't even gotten a job. You've probably made the choice or the decision to be a stay-at-home parent or just be, a stay-at-home spouse, like someone who just doesn't really leave their house but to tend to this partner. And so after some time, that builds resentment. You start feeling as though your life is just sitting there. It's just sitting there. Every day goes by. And you're contemplating like, my life isn't moving forward the way I thought it would. You're overthinking every situation to the point of how the hell can I rectify this situation? Do I stay? Do I go? If I stay, what am I going to do? I need to set up my boundaries. I need to stand my ground. I already know this person's going to be a total jerk with me, a complete asshole. They're going to say and do everything in their power to keep me here. This isn't going to be for everyone, but I have to say it. Libra, the minute you leave or cut out this controlling, manipulative, obsessive, possessive, crazy, jealous person is when the abundance comes in. It's when you take back control of your life. You go out and you get a job. You're feeling stronger every day. You start earning your own money, where this person probably kept you on an allowance, which didn't allow you to just, do the regular day-to-day things that maybe your friends might do, if you even have any left, because they probably shooed them away. And so you're taking these baby steps, right? You've taken these baby steps towards, this type of future of trying to find your own sense of self, your own independence. And I feel as though that's where the abundance comes in. It's emotional abundance, emotional fulfillment. You have the courage and the strength to get a job. Where for most people, it's a routine, it's typical, it's every day. I know this is not going to resonate with everyone, but that is the strongest message I have here. Because I have like this nagging message of they need to stand their ground. This person is holding them back. This person is keeping them imbalanced. They're waiting for their abundance to come in, but it's not going to come in until they find the strength to start all over again for themselves. And if that means they need to be like this cutthroat king of swords, someone cold, someone logical, and like ready to cut them out, then that's never going to happen for them to start anew. It's like fumbling your way out of it. And they slow you down every step of the way. They're like quicksand in your life. That's the best way I can describe it. They're the quicksand of your life. They're slowly pulling you down. You're slowly sinking into their environment, their atmosphere. And that's where the sleepless nights come in. That's where, that's where the anxiety, the, thinking and overthinking of this can't be what my life is meant for me. The other message I got here, and I have to say this because I was about to clarify. Someone here who's been worried about money, who maybe has been unemployed. You've had a difficult time getting a new job, maybe because things ended poorly at your last job. And someone finally gives you a shot. Someone finally gives you an opportunity where you almost expected to consistently get the word no, or basically every time you were applying for jobs or sending out your resume, you weren't getting any word back, you weren't getting anywhere. It was the same thing over and over again. You were having a really hard time with it. That door is going to open up for you very soon. If you had a failed business, I feel that some of you may have sank into this, depression and sadness and anger and resentment. Like, I poured my heart and soul into this and this shit didn't work out. How do I go from being a business owner to being an employee? And it takes every bit of strength. And you waver. You're not ready to be an employee. You want to be an employer. But I feel that you will find the opportunity to get back out there. You will have an offer of a new beginning, whether it's a new beginning in business, like start up a new company, a new startup, or this is a new partnership. You maybe were thinking you possibly couldn't, get approved for a business loan, and lo and behold, you end up getting it because of what had happened in a failed business in the past. Look into programs. I feel the need to say that. Look into programs. Do your research. Either way, I feel as though there are new opportunities coming in for you. In love, in money, emotional abundance. Emotional abundance with the courtship card. I think that when you, going back to the other message I had strongly, was that when you realize that this person who is like your quicksand partner, right? When you realize how much they've held you back and you release yourself from it and you realize there's more to life than being in this controlled environment that they've created, and that you've just kind of gone along with it. Like, I guess this is my life. Like, oh, ho hum, this is my life. But you realize there's a whole new world out there for you. That pathway leads you to new opportunities, new relationships. It definitely opens the door for you. Now, don't get all crazy, all, going wild, because you got people that are going to be like, whoo, thank God you're finally single. I've always liked you. I've always had a crush on you. I've been wanting to ask you out for a long time. You're going to start realizing that there are a lot of people out there that were waiting for you to just cut that shit out. See? Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah. What did I say? You're going to have so many new opportunities coming in. Main male, mature man. Some of you are this main male. Also, same-sex relationships, you've definitely got the opportunity of someone new coming in. This is also for people that have more than one option. So you have someone who's got their shit together and someone who's probably about your age, who is a little bit older, but they light the path for you. For some of you, you lean on your parent, a father figure. Or an older gentleman who helps you. Okay, if you're in a DV situation, right, domestic violence, you're going through an abusive relationship, trying to get out, some of you need to lean on this mature man or this main male, to help you get out of it, to help you realize that there's more out there than settling for an abusive relationship. All right, let me have some advice here. Advice cards. What's the next step for Libra? Ooh. Page of Pentacles. That offer comes in. Told you. You've got offers coming in left and right the minute you cut out the drainage of your life. Aquarius, the Star card, healing, starting over, for happiness. The best message I could have possibly gotten for you here. Look at this shit. Okay. See if you could see that okay. I got a bit of a glare here. Okay. So, some of you cutting out the bullshit, the old relationship, partner that just isn't for you. You have new love coming in. You also have a much more stable person coming in. It's going to be a little hard for you to open up to them, because there is a sense of healing that needs to happen. Because if you have been in an abusive relationship, a controlling relationship, and let's just make one thing clear. Just because they don't hit you doesn't mean it's not abuse. All right? For real. I feel the need to put a, 800 number for domestic abuse. If anybody has connections with those types of things or has any recommendations, please put them in the comments below. You might just save a life. So, in order for you to find hope in being able to start all over again, you need to put an end to your past relationship, your past situation, the toxic environment, unhealthy ties. Know that healing needs to be put at the forefront for your ultimate happiness. For those in business, you do get an offer that comes in. You do get information on whatever new programs there are. You probably had no idea if this is surrounding finances, those trying to refinance, those trying to get business loans or loans of any type. You may discover that there are new programs that maybe you weren't aware of. Maybe it just comes out in a conversation you have with someone. And they're like, well, aren't you doing so-and-so program? Aren't you getting this type of help? And you're like, what? Expand? Illuminate me, please. What are you talking about? What have I been missing out on? And you find light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope. There is hope in that situation that allows you the rebirth, that allows the old you to slowly dissipate, because the new you comes back 100 times better and way happier. You're chasing your happiness, so keep doing what you're doing, Libra. Abundance in all forms is coming for you. So let's move on to your love life reading. Here we go. Straight up single, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Straight up singles for the month of June 2019. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Straight up singles. Maybe they have a love interest. Maybe they don't have anybody and they want to know, how can I stop being single? Chemistry. Chemistry. Nice. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so some of you do have a love interest. Some of you have just recently met someone. Maybe you're interested in them. You've been getting to know them. Maybe you've been talking. Maybe you work with them. You have them in a class. Maybe it's just someone that you see regularly, like in your morning commute or at the market or whatever it is that you do, at the gym, at the park for some of you. So here we go. Talk to me about this chemistry card for, let me see. Chemistry for Libra singles. Aries, the Emperor. Temperance, Sagittarius. Wow, 3 majors. That is your card, the Justice card. 3 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Me no likey. Oh, but the Sun is here, so fuck that shit, right? With the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, happiness comes after the illumination. After you realized, I don't need to put up with that shit anymore. I can be single. There are other people out there. There are other fish in the sea that like me, that are attracted to me, that want to help me. And you finally come to the realization that you need to take back control of your life. And you're slowly getting there. Because you know that this is what needs to take place in order for you to find your inner balance, to do right by you. Because you're a very strong fixture here in this reading, and you need to continue staying strong this way. Because, like I said, that 3 of Swords, that 7 of Swords, that deception, that cheating, conning, lying, manipulation, everything you don't want in a relationship seems to be in the forefront of whatever this partnership you had in the past. It's been illuminated, and the only thing you want to chase right now is your own happiness. And you know that whoever this was from your past, or maybe they're still lingering, you know that it's just not, it's not for your highest good. Yeah, you're looking towards the future. You know, look at that beautiful card. The Star card in this deck is like the most beautiful freaking card. I love it. Look at how gorgeous that card is. I'm trying to get it where you don't see the glare. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful. So when you start chasing your own happiness and you're saying, you know, F you, leave me alone. You've done enough damage here. Never trust you again. Chasing my own happiness, Ace of Wands. I've got a whole lot more to look forward to. And you, my friend, are not one of them. You have no place in my future. Nice. 10 of Cups. Exactly what I said. You are chasing your own happiness here. And this person is going to want to try and come in and just be like this tornado, this whirlwind, this, you know, Tasmanian devil who just wants to wreck whatever it is you're building for yourself. So don't let them, Libra. You need to be the emperor or the empress of your life. You need to take back control. The chemistry, the magnetic attraction that you may still have to the past or to this, you know, person that has held you in this type of energy for so long, it's like a trauma bond. You get used to, your body reacts to trauma a certain way. And when you're breaking free from it, you have this sense of needing to go back to that cycle of pain. You know it's wrong. You know it's not for your highest good. But that kind of shit fucks with you. And so how do you move past it? How do you break free from that cycle? You do what's right by you. It's going to take you some time. Don't expect it to be super fast where you're healed, moving on, goodbye. Although for some of you, it might feel like that. But know that they will try to come back and test you and say, oh, you feel strong, huh? Oh, you feel empowered, huh? We'll see about that. I'm going to try fucking with you again. If you're dealing with a Virgo, I think that's what was part of their reading as well. Someone tries to come back. Virgo singles anyway. See? 5 of Pentacles. Tries to come back and test you. Don't let it happen. But for them, it was the universe. For you, I feel the ex is going to come back and try to wreck shit. It's like trying to come back and fuck shit up. Because how dare you be happy without them? They wanted you to be codependent on them. Yeah, see? They're going to come back in. Oh, yes. Are they going to come back in? They're going to cause havoc. You need to stand strong. You need to believe in yourself and in your own happiness, in your own self-worth, that you are worthy of a relationship that doesn't cause you fucking nightmares, that's not someone that's going to come and go in and out, that doesn't leave you wondering, where is this going? If anything, you know, you shouldn't be worried about leaving them in the cold because they've left you in the cold during your relationship, right? So you end it, you're single now, and they're going to try to make you feel bad like you fucked them over? Really though? Really though? No. Advice. 2 cards for the advice so I can move on. 7 of Pentacles and the Lover's card. So they're going to try and come back and say, and I'm just forewarning you, be strong enough to handle however you want to handle this. And they're going to say, but think about everything we've put into this relationship. We've been together for so long. How could you just like walk away from me that way? How can you not give me another chance? You've probably given them more than one chance, and you know, maybe you weren't very clear about like, yeah, fool, I gave you like 10 chances. You're on your millionth chance. Maybe you didn't like, you know, create a line, right? A line of demarcation where you're just like, okay, this is it. This is the last time. No. You don't need to make those lines, those boundaries known. You don't have to vocalize it and say, okay, just one more time. And if it doesn't work out, then okay, we break up. No, fuck that shit, right? Like, if they're not honoring you, if they're not respecting you, clearly it's your decision if you want to be in this type of relationship. But they are going to play on, you know, your emotions and your emotional attachment to the good times that you did have together. So it's going to be about making a choice whether or not this is a person that is for you. And it's not just about chemistry. Let's get that straight away. It's not just about chemistry. Chemistry, trust me, I know some of you might think, oh, but it's so hard to find someone I click with. Yeah, I know. It can be. But if you only click on one part, on one area of your life, of your relationship, like, oh, I'm super attracted to that person. Okay. Do they have the same morals and values as you? Do they want the same things as you do? Do they have the same beliefs that you do about what it is to be a person of integrity? What it is to, you know, be faithful, be loyal, but be respectful? Does the magnetic attraction, does that chemistry trump, you know, the core beliefs that you have? You got to think about that before you make that decision. So let's move on. Couples, Libra couples. Okay, it's too many. That was past life relationship and release your ex. And some of you, yes, absolutely need to release your ex. It is a karmic relationship. It is a karmic past. Karmic cycle that you must end to move forward. Release them. Okay, let's move on. Coupled up, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're calling in your soulmate. Okay. If you're dating someone, I feel the need to say, those of you that are married or in serious relationships, you're calling in your soulmate. What does that mean? If they're my soulmate already, why am I calling them in? Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Some of you maybe don't have the strongest connection right now. Some of you are probably not with your soulmate. Don't freak out on me. Don't start saying, oh, hell no, right? You may not be with your soulmate. And that's perfectly okay if you're in a happy, fulfilling relationship. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying end the relationship you've got and then go find your soulmate. No. If you want to, that's on you, boo. Right? But those of you that are in the field, dating around, getting to know people, trying to figure out where do I go from here? You're kind of, you know, out there just meeting new people, dating, and you're like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which one of these is my freaking soulmate already? Universe, help a sister out, right? So let's find out, calling in a soulmate. I feel that some of you that maybe have been in separation, if your soulmate, if your partner, if your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever they are to you, if they are at a distance from you, you are definitely trying to call them back in. And that's what I'm feeling for the majority of you. Yeah, see? The moon, chariot, watery energy here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Too many cards. I'm going to show them to you though. The High Priestess, Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So those of you that are wondering if you're doing the right thing by trying to call in your soulmate, maybe you're waiting on some communication, or maybe you decide to make that type of communication. I'm getting also a strong message that some of you feel very spiritually connected to them. Like you guys are dreaming of each other. You're connecting in the 5D. You feel a sense of connection with this person, and you think about them, you dream about them, and you know you're in separation, but I feel that there's communication on a spiritual level. like if you're not communicating, I wouldn't be surprised that the day you do, they tell you that they've had dreams about you, that they've been thinking about you, because you are calling in this soulmate person. So if you're at a distance from each other because of whatever reason, they need to find their own path or their own way back to you. Put yourself in their shoes and think, what do they need from me to bring them back here? If they are your actual soulmate that you're meant to be with. Remember, we're not all meant to be with our soulmates. And we can have several soul mate, soul family, soul tribe, soul sister, brother, whatever, soul friendships. Just because you feel this spiritually connected, connection with them doesn't mean you're meant to be with them. You may be learning from one soulmate just so that you can be ready for your twin flame, or vice versa. You might be going through some false twin flame issues and you're like, is this the one for me? If I call in my soulmate and this person comes back to me, then I know they're the one. But you have to be open to receiving who your real soulmate is, who you're really truly meant to be. So when you put your order in with the universe, careful what you say. You just might get what you want. And I really truly mean that. Write it down, vocalize it, manifest what you want from this soulmate, the type of person they are. Do your morals, your belief system, do you connect beyond the initial attraction or emotional connection? I want them to have X, Y, Z, but you're forgetting about A, B, and C, and D. Or some of you just focus on the D. I don't know. But let's move on. Calling in your soulmate for couples. 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands. 4 of Cups, another 4. Okay. Wow, 3 4s. And the Devil card in reverse. Knight of Cups. Again, watery energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. 8 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Oh, and the Death card. Oh yeah, that was the Tower card as well. So you're definitely, dealing with some watery energy. Either you have water in your chart or they do. You're dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, see, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, lots of watery energy, but this is also about a lot of emotional energy. So again, like I said, if those of you that are going through those tough, trial and tribulation in your current relationship and you're wondering, is this all even worth it? Are they the one for me? And you get to a point where you say, I'm going to manifest my soulmate. I'm going to call them in. I'm going to, do everything possible to manifest my soulmate. So decide what you want. Soulmate, your life partner, things like that. And know that these are things that will come to you in dreams, premonitions. You'll have this psychic knowing that comes in. You'll have a random thought come in. I feel as though some of you are questioning whether or not you are with the right person for you. And you're willing to, get to a point of fighting for the life that you want. The family, union. I feel as though some of you are questioning if you are in the right relationship. If this is a codependent relationship, you are getting out of that type of attachment where you felt tight and bound, where you felt you couldn't move forward without them. And so some of you may need to take a break and really think about what your next move is. Taking better care of yourself, self-love, self-care, putting in the work for yourself. Realizing that maybe for quite some time you gave more than you received, and at some point you have to say, I can't give from an empty cup. I need to nurture myself to be in a better place, because if I am with my soulmate, then I need to make these changes. And if I'm not with my soulmate, something has to change in this relationship. Some of you, it's a change in your own spiritual self. You are elevating to a higher level in your life, spiritually and emotionally, because you're getting that sense of wake-up call where maybe you weren't putting your best foot forward in this relationship. Maybe you realized that you weren't putting in your best efforts. And the only thing you really cared about was keeping things balanced and maintained, because you're a Libra. As long as Libra has things, balanced, they feel like things are copacetic. We're all good. Nothing's falling apart. Because you're trying to weigh out your options, but keeping them at level. And so to find your true joy and happiness and emotional fulfillment, or whatever it is that you're chasing, you start to realize that there is more to this partnership or relationship that you could be doing. That is where some of you start to put the work into yourself before you put work into a relationship. Those of you that are with your soulmate at this time, I don't want you to feel like, oh, you're not with your soulmate. No, that's not what I'm suggesting at all. But I feel like you are craving a stronger bond with them. You're wondering how you can get a closer connection with them. And so at the end of the day, shit's gotta change. Cut away what doesn't serve you. Cut away whatever bad habits, codependencies, shit that keeps you stuck in behavior and relationships and situations that don't serve you. There's a lot of sense of balance here. You have 3 4s. And with the 6 of Pentacles, you can jump to that 6 and still feel a sense of balance and still feel like you're getting somewhere. Just know that when you make that decision to let go of what doesn't serve you, you're going to be good, Libra. I don't even feel like I need to clarify this, but let's just pull a couple cards for shits and giggles. For advice. You see? Pour into your own cup in order to make shit work. You have to work together. Meet each other halfway. I think I need to stop there. It is about an overflowing sense of emotion, of joy, of happiness. It starts with you. It starts with prioritizing what it is that you want in your relationship. If you want more love in your relationship, if you want to get along better in your relationship, you know that something's got to give. You got to put an end to that shit that holds you back. An end to the shit that stops you in your tracks before you can open up to your partner, before you can vocalize, look, I know I've been, acting a fool or acting stupid or, whatever. Remember, this can go vice versa, Libra. It doesn't mean it's you. It could be your partner. It could be both of you. But at some point, you need to be clear enough to say, I'm mature enough to see when shit is my fault and needs to be fixed. And I'm mature enough to see that when my partner says, you know, babe, this is what we need to fix, it's not right, that I'm going to be open enough to receive that message, that I'm going to be open enough to fix that shit so we can salvage this relationship. I know that message was a little bit like all over the place because I was getting a few different messages, Libra, but that is your reading for June 2019. I will have a mid-month for you. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know I will be opening up my calendar for appointments mid-June. I will be making an announcement about that right after I put up all the June readings, okay? So thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Make sure you hit the like button, thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not already. I will be also, well, there's a lot to come. Anyway, I'm going to have more readings coming out to you guys, and I'll be making all those announcements after your June readings. So have a wonderful month of June. Take care, Libra. Bye.